Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about scoreboards. Watch this video till the end to know what all we can do with just a scoreboard. So let's get started. I have a scoring board from Martha Stewart. It measures from 0 to 12.5 inches. There is a compartment on the top in which you can keep your bone folder or score tool for easy access. This one comes with this scoreboard. Also there is a guide using which you can make boxes and envelopes. When you turn it around, there is an easy storage space where you can keep your envelope guide. Using this you can make different sizes of envelopes. Now I'll show you how to score papers using this. Here I have a piece of paper on which I will show you how to score. I'll align my paper towards the left of my scoring board, which measures from 0 to 12.5 inches, with a gap of 1/8 inch between each of the lines. Suppose I need to score at 6 inches. I'll score using my score tool and keep it at an angle of 45 degrees and apply firm pressure. But I'll not put too much pressure on it. And I'll fold it towards the crease. Just like this. And I'll press it to make my crease firm. This is how we can get a perfect neat score. If I apply too much pressure on it, the paper might tear. Let me show you. See, this is how the paper tears by applying too much of pressure. To avoid this, you need to apply pressure lightly but firmly. The more you practice, the more you get a hang of it. I will show you how you can make a cascading card very easily. I'll make my first score at 4 inches and next score at 8 inches. You need to keep the paper always aligned to the left hand side and to the top. Now I'll fold this alternatively to make my cascading card. There you go. Let's move on to envelopes now. For that I'll be needing my envelope making tool. This tool fits perfectly on the left hand side of the scoreboard. When you put it here, it creates a diagonal corner, which is helpful for making the envelopes. Let me show you what is written on this guide. On the top it's written envelopes for dimensional cards. That is, if your card has any foam tape or 3D element, then the size would be perfect. At bottom it is written, to make envelopes for flat cards, just decrease the length and width of the starting paper size by 1/8 inch and score normally. So if your card is flat and it doesn't have any 3D element, then you need to decrease the initial size by 1/8 inch and then make the scores accordingly. So here these are the different sizes of the envelopes that you can make. These are the starting paper that you need, size of the paper. This is the A line scores and B line scores. You can see in this particular paper there are A line scores and B line scores. This is what that signifies. Today we will be making the first size of envelope. For that I have taken 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch of my paper. And I'll make the scores as per the markings given on the guide. So the first marking A, it should be at 2 inches from the corner. Now the B marking should be at 2.5 inches. So I'll turn my paper this way and make another score at 2.5 inch. Again I'll make the A line score at 2 inches. And then the B line score at 2.5 inches. This is how our scores look. Now we need to remove these extra papers from here. I'll cut these corners to make envelopes properly. This is how it looks. Now from one of the end points, I'll mark a score at 1/2 inch. And I'll remove this little triangle over here. This is just my preference. It is not a compulsory step. You can completely skip this step. Now I'll fold all the scores. Here is why I like to cut that extra piece of triangle. If I didn't have cut it, my envelope would have this pointy edge coming out, which I do not like in my envelopes. So just to give it a proper finishing, I remove that extra piece of triangle and now my envelope has a bit of subtle look. To give it a complete finishing, I'll use a corner punch to give the envelope a rounded shape over the top. So here is our envelope done. Now I'll use some adhesive to stick this all together. Just apply a little bit of glue at the edge and stick the bottom part here. Our envelope is done. See how simple it is to create an envelope with the scoreboard. Let's move on to boxes. I have a measuring guide over here to make the boxes. I hope you are able to see this. Here are the final box sizes, the start paper size, which we need 2. These are the scores to make the base of the box, and here are the scores to make the top of the box. Today we will be making a 2x2x2 inch box. I'll have 2 papers of 6x6 inch size and I'll score according to the measurements given here. So here I have these 2 papers which I'll be using to make the boxes. These are of 6 by 6 inches. So I'm making the bottom first. Here it is given that we need to score at 2 inches and 4 inches on all the sides. So this is how it looks. Similarly for the top, I need to make a score at 2 inches and 4 1/8 inch. This is how the score lines of the top looks. Now make the cuts on the lines shown. This is how it looks. Now make similar cuts on the other sheet of paper as well. Now I'll fold all the score lines properly. I will be now sticking this together to form a box. I'll use a glue to do so. Please follow as I am doing here. Similarly, I will do for the other side as well. So here the bottom of my box is ready. This is how it looks. Similarly, I will do for the top of my box as well. So here is our top of the box ready. And this is how our box looks. See how easy it was to create boxes and envelopes with this scoreboard. This scoreboard really comes in handy when you want to create such boxes or envelopes or in any of your day-to-day crafting. I really suggest all the beginners and professionals to have these scoreboards. I hope you liked this video. Please do leave a comment. Please like the video, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already have. It really keeps me motivated. Also, please leave a comment if you want me to make the videos on any particular topic. Thank you so much.